Hi guys, and welcome to the second part of Doctor Who Snippets Live, where I shall be, as you can see, in my normal place for reviewing figures which I've used over the past year, and I will be reviewing something. Now, a couple of things I want to say. I forgot to mention this about subscribers. Lots of you sent me messages about after the 300 subscribers update, saying if you could have a shout out. Now, I asked you to PM me, but some people put it in a comment. So I managed to scoop up every comment from that video and every personal message I got for a shout out. And you should get a shout out if you were one of those people that I've commented on the video or sent me a message. You will get a shout out today, late in the last part of this video. And if you didn't on that, I will have missed it, sorry. But if you had asked for one on, if you'd entered the little contest thing I did when I was doing episode reviews, which one every episode would have a shout out, then you should be in it. I'm not too sure about that, so no promises. But that contest will be opening again when I do episode reviews. But the episode reviews will be a little awkward because I'll be at boarding school for the majority of the second part of the season. But I will get them done. Okay, before I start the review, because I've got to make it last 15 minutes, I just want to say a little thing about this area. Now, originally I used different areas in my house, whichever had the best lighting for reviews. But then I moved on to this table. My first video when I had my camera on a stand, so it was much easier rather than holding it in one hand and moving the figure in the other, was Silurian General Restak. She was the first, like this. When I get her out of her packaging, that scene is the first when I'm holding it like this, on a stand. And the background, my display has changed so much. It used to be just a ordinary table that I had loads of junk on. Now I cleared it for Christmas because we ate Christmas dinner here. And then I started displaying it, and the display grew and grew and grew if you watch the videos. And it's sort of like a rock, because I'll show you sometime, remind me. But it's like a rock, you can see all the different layers of it as it's grown over thousands of years. And this, if you look behind it, you can still see previous layers of Daleks, TARDISes, Cybermen stuff, stone figures. It got bigger and bigger until it came out to this. And as you can see already, my new layer is starting of Series 6 figures. So, yes, that's going to be awesome. Okay then, as you might have seen from the video thumbnail, not sure, I'll hopefully disguise it so you don't see it. But the figure I'm reviewing today was going to be, very quickly, was going to be one I pick out my Doctor Who figure box at random. Put my hand deep in there and grab one by the leg and pull it out. Well, I decided not to because I could come up with any figure and some of you might hate it. Now this is a figure that I chose to review that I've always wanted to do, and I'm sure lots of people love it. And as you might have seen from the thumbnail, as I was saying, the figure I'm reviewing as a special edition is the Face of Bow. Now I have never reviewed this, and quick background information. When I was heavily into figures, I wanted to get the Series 3 figures when they were out. No idea when they were coming out because I didn't have any sources like the internet then. And my friend, one of my godmother's son's friends, came over, and he or she, I can't remember who it was even, brought their little brother, and he had all the Series 6 figures, the Face of Bow, Martha, Dalek Sec Hybrid. I was so jealous. And I wanted them for ages. The last one, the one that took me so hard to find, so long, was Martha. But this was probably one of the first I got, and I've always loved him. He's sort of just been on display in places in my house, but I'm going to give him his justice and review him. So, clearly we should start with the face, which is very well done. So, all over the face we've got wrinkles and stuff like that. But you've probably got this figure. I'm assuming most of you do have it, seeing it's so old. But all over, he is gorgeous. And I always wanted to get one to dissect to see what the skin was made out of, because I'm sure it must be rubber because of the, as you will know, the movable mouth feature, and it like squidges around as you do that. So going around, we've got his eyes. Then from the side, it really looks like John Barrowman, because he is the face of Bo. I'm joking, no. Well, you know, that joke thing. But anyway, he does look like the face of Bo, and does bear a very good likeness to the actor who plays him. So, yes, and then we've got his weird things that hang off his head, his like hair things. They're not great because they're a bit shinier than the rest of his skin, so I'm not really sure about them. Then all the way along the back of the top of his casing, we have this green slime running down. And then down the bottom we got like screws as detail, nothing much there. Now the side looks quite detailed, but isn't when you look at it closely. We've got some wires and stuff that you never really see in the actual episode. As you can see, mine's quite dusty. And we've got some caterpillar treads there, some gears and stuff like that. On the other side we have some more wires. This side's more detailed. We have wires all around, and then even over here we have like a water tank of some sort with a rubbery wire that just bends. And on the back, nothing special, and the lever, which I'll come to in a second. So yes, I'm actually on to the lever now, to be honest. Move it up and down, and as you're doing that, Bo, or Jack, moves his mouth. Which is awesome. You can make him go waka waka waka. I am Pac-Man. Hello, I am Pac-Man. Yes, I am. Waka 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 whoop whoop. Yes, that is my Pac-Man impression. Hello. Okay, yes, that is the face of Bo. So, articulation of this figure. Well, his mouth moves, and he moves back and forth on these wheels here, and a little roller ball there. And obviously this was a Series 3 figure, but this is copyrighted 2004 because the face of Bo first appeared in the 2005 episode The End of the World, which was filmed in 2004. So that is quite interesting. I nearly reviewed Dalek Set 2 for this special review, but I want to do that as its own review. Okay, so another piece of information about the face of Bo, another rumour like that he's Captain Jack, is that the Fob Watchers had a lot to do with the Master, and the face of Bo gave the prophecy of Yana, you are not alone. And yeah, face of Bo, F-O-B, Fob Watch. That's just something I picked up a few years ago off the internet. Yeah, so face of Bo Watch, F-O-B Watch. Awesome. And yes, the reason I don't really think he is Captain Jack is someone made a video like this, but I had spotted it before I watched that video, that when Martha said to the Doctor, wait, remember what the face of Bo said, and then it said that it had the flashback to his mouth earlier on in the series saying, you are not alone. Well, basically Captain Jack was there and he didn't even flinch when she said, think what the face of Bo said. So, it might have been just, I really don't know. But all the evidence does conclude he could be the face of Bo. And also, really, to be honest, sorry, I just drank more water. What was I going to say to you? Oh no, it was important. Oh yes, do you think, considering Doctor Who was all real, do you think the face of Bo thought about it long and hard? Could I use Yana as a way of giving away the prophecy? Yeah, that was hard to say for some reason. Or do you think he just thought of You Are Not Alone and then thought, oh look, Yana? And when I was watching the episode, because I was quite young and I didn't take anything in at the time, I was like, I didn't like observe things, I was only about 8. When it said You Are Not Alone, and then you know how when they were talking on the TV screen things, computer screens, it said Yana and like Rocket Silo at the bottom in blue writing, no, black writing on a blue bar, I think it was. Was it white? I don't know. But on the TV screen it said who they were talking to. It said YANA. And I thought, just after it said You Are Not Alone, it zoomed in on Yana, it went YANA. And I thought it was just randomly like a mystic force suddenly showing the initials of You Are Not Alone to prove to the Doctor Martha was right. But no, it was Yana, and I didn't know all through the episode that his name was Professor Yana. I didn't listen to him. Which these days I would go thinking, why on earth aren't we hearing his name? But back then I didn't really care, to be honest. And I think after all the things Captain Jack went through with the Master, I think he would have if it was him, I think he would have just said to the Doctor, the Master is alive, beware. That's how false Doctor Who can be at times. Okay, so we are nearly done for part 2, which is good because I need a break. And soon I'm hoping to pick up, just for a bit of news, I'm hoping to pick up the pink closed mouth silent, because then I will have all the series 6 figures. And I'm so annoyed because I saw Nephew in the shops the other day, and annoyingly Forbidden Planet still haven't sent mine. I think it's going to turn out like my Dalek Strategist. And I eventually just cancel the order because, you know, I just can't wait, so I just go out and buy one. Right, anyway, now I'm going to show you my little trailer, and I know this won't take up the rest of the 15 minutes, so this part won't be exactly 15 minutes long, but I am bored. Already? No, the best is still to come, so great. Now, I told you I was putting my figure adventures on hold. And a group of people that we do stuff, we just talk on YouTube, know what this is going to be about, but I'm not telling you yet. I'm putting my figure adventures on hold, and I'm now going to start making this thing. And here is the first teaser trailer for it. And, yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So, guys, I will see you in part 3 of drwhosnippets Live, where we shall be starting the call-ins. So I'll see you then, and I hope you enjoy the trailer. Bye!
As I was nearing the end of my 8th life, I experienced something too horrific to explain, something that I can only tell. I witnessed the final day of happiness.